On the west side, Holy Family Church and St. Ignatius College were unharmed. Legend says the winds miraculously shifted away from the church in answer to Father Arnold Damon's prayers.
And that's, you know, if you think about it too, if you pray and save the church and burn the whole city down, is that really a good thing? But we love the legend of a prayerful man.
True to Father Damon's vow, a collection was taken to keep lights burning before the image of Our Lady of Perpetual Help.
Father Damon stirred some resentment. In fact, there is a story of some people later trying to see if they could set Holy Family Church on fire in revenge for it. Fortunately, the fire didn't take.
And then there was the home of Catherine O'Leary. The barn where the fire started lay in ashes. But remarkably, her cottage survived, thanks to the quick thinking of her husband and a friend.
The men went and fixed 2 wash tubs at both hydrants. There's a hydrant in front of our place and a hydrant in front of Mrs. Murray's. They set 2 wash tubs and then began to put water on the little house and kept it wet all through until the fire was gone.
Mrs. O'Leary's business was lost. A horse and 5 cows burned to death in the barn, and only a calf was saved. She sent her husband to look for a 6th cow that she'd kept in the alley.
My husband spent 2 weeks looking for it and could not find it anywhere in the world. I could not get 5 cents. I had 6 cows there, a good horse there. I had a wagon and everything I was worth.
Unfortunately, their only hope was squelched.
And soon, Mrs. O'Leary's reputation would be destroyed. While the fire was still raging, a Chicago Evening Journal article had blamed her for starting it. A reporter for another newspaper, Michael Ahern, would later claim that he and 2 other journalists had concocted the whole story.
Stories are like seeds that grow. Once you plant that seed, you can't uproot it, especially when the story fits in with all sorts of social prejudice. One person is to blame because it simplifies things.
The Board of Police and Fire Commissioners conducted an inquiry into the causes of the fire. 50 people testified, but the star was witness number 5, Catherine O'Leary. Though she was only about 40 years old, reporters didn't let the facts get in the way of a good story.
They said that she was in her 70s and she was haggard and bending over and she was not articulate. They said she was hysterical. And I've read the inquest, and it sounded like she was very clear and very concise in exactly what happened.
I was in bed myself and my husband and 5 children when this fire commenced.
Do you know how the fire caught?
I could not tell anything of the fire, only that 2 men came by the door. I guess it was my husband. He ran back to the bedroom and said, "Kate, the barn is afire."
But when she left the inquest, they believed it, and they published a report that she had absolutely nothing to do with the fire, that she was not responsible.
The inquiry did not turn up a single shred of evidence that anyone had been in the O'Leary barn on the night of the fire. Instead, the investigation blamed shoddy construction and lax enforcement of building codes.
Kate O'Leary didn't take much guff from people, and she very much stood her ground, and the judges agreed. They cleared her.
But rumors would quickly become fact in the fire's aftermath.